And what's going on, everybody? This is LC Muscles here, back with a brand new Pain and Game Pick'ems Season 7, Episode 1 and 17. So, you folks, we're in the last 2 weeks of the season, and can you believe that? The last 2 weeks of the NFL season, anything can freaking happen this
Time has
week
flown
now.
by way too fast.
Way too fast.
Oh yeah, it has.
Dude, it did, man.
I mean, like I remember when the season first started. Now it's just ending. Like, what the hell?
I know. A lot of
Feels like
teams it's
yesterday we
already
were in
ended.
Vegas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were in Vegas.
Feels like yesterday I was in Vegas watching the Dolphins and Raiders game.
That's insanity. I couldn't go to any games this year. I'm gonna go next year, hopefully, to a few games. That's my plan, to go to at least to the Dolphins Steelers game, and then maybe the Atlanta Falcons Steelers game in Atlanta. I definitely want to go up there.
There you go.
That'd be a trip for me, man.
Nice.
That'd be so much fun. So yeah,
Ooh.
How's everyone doing? Do you guys want to introduce yourselves real quick? I got to go get something.
Okay, Stillman, go right ahead.
All right, so ins all know who this is. It's me here, and unfortunately, I left my camcorder at home. So you won't be able to see my beautiful face tonight, but
darn,
you'll be able to hear me as I am in the great city of Pittsburgh, PA, celebrating the new year with my family, and I get the honor to drive back the night of New Year's Day, so that's going to be fun.
There you go.
And it's just been a hell of a season, vary up and down all year long. And despite all the disappointments that the Steelers have done this season, we still have a little bit of a pulse for the playoffs this
so
year.
Close.
And I'm back. So what's up, guys? You guys talk about do your introductions?
Yeah, he did his. Well, he was still doing his, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I was done.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And I, ladies and gentlemen, am A Pizzle 90. I'm Alex. And I am a fan of the hottest team, not just the AFC, but the entire NFL, the Miami Dolphins, who had a 7-game losing streak and a 7-game winning streak in the same year.
That is unreal.
Holy crap.
That's an NFL first.
It is. And if we went out, Brian Flores is coach of the year. No doubt about it.
Oh, absolutely.
No doubt about it. But I am ready for Pain and Gain Pick'em Season 7, 17, all that nonsense.
Episode 17, hell yeah. So you guys, thank you all for tuning in. Let's do it. No Thursday night games. Thursday night games are officially over. It's only Sunday.
God.
Now
hallelujah. Sunday, where football's
Sunday
meant to be
and Monday.
played.
That's right.
Where football is meant
only
to be
Sunday
played.
and Monday.
Like
so with that being said, I could honestly agree with that. To be honest, I do agree with that. And guess who we got here as well?
Oh, we got Tiny Tim in the house.
Tiny Tim.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Tiny Tim representing America's team 24/7, 365. Yeah, it came in late, but hey, better late than never.
That's awesome.
Exactly,
right.
Man.
Yeah, my ugly sweater.
Hell yeah, man. That is amazing.
I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I had a good Christmas, spent time with my family.
Oh, I did.
But of course, millions of Cowboy fans got a great Christmas present. The Cowboys are the NFC East champions.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not just going to settle for a division championship. We want the number 1 seed in the NFC, and I'll explain that a little later.
Oh,
so how are you guys?
All right,
doing?
let me go ahead and get rid of this person. All right, so that person's blocked. I know I'm doing good,
The
man.
hell?
Cannot complain. I have no idea. It's a
Can't
fucking
complain,
troll.
man.
I'm
Doing
doing good. man.
amazing.
I'm
Can't
feeling
complain,
good, man.
I
Hey,
still,
what
I
can I
still
say?
got,
Pins up.
That's right.
Baby.
Yeah,
Wow.
still got 5 more days off, and they're all paid.
Very nice,
Well,
man.
how
That's
about that?
amazing.
Yep.
Hell yeah, mine are paid too, man. So I cannot complain about that. So with that being said, guys, we're starting things off very early in the Sunday afternoon games, and we're starting things off with.
This is my Stone Cold Lock of the Century.
Already.
Oh,
Yes, did it?
interesting.
Atlanta Turkeys and Buffalo Bills. This game is in Buffalo. Bills are a 14.5-point favorite.
God damn.
The
Wow.
referee for this game, let me see who it is. I just had it and it just
Oh,
crashed on me.
Hussey.
My computer been having issues. All freaking my
Is it
computer's
John
having issues.
Hussey?
It is Falcons Bills. Land Clark.
Close enough.
And,
And the announcers for this game are Kevin Klugler and Mark Dirty Sanchez.
Mark Dirty Sanchez.
so yeah, let me just get mine out of the way.
So, Mr. Butt Fumble himself.
Yeah.
So let's just say this right away. I'm just going to get my pick out of the way. The Turkeys have no shot against Buffalo, who are competing to win the AFC East. And the Turkeys have been the most inconsistent team all year, barely beating Detroit, needing Cordell Patterson to be a fantasy football god in order to do anything. Kyle Pitts has got some promise, but Matt Ryan, Mr. Fuck himself, will be screaming, fuck, all throughout the day today. Final score, Bills 59, Falcons 13.
Oh, 50
Easy.
burger.
50 burger. Bills are
Damn, almost 60.
Mm-hmm.
Golly, Lucas.
All right. So,
Wow.
I think this is going to be pretty one-sided too, but I'm going to tone it down with the score a little bit. The Bills, they saved their season with a win over the Patriots in Foxborough. But I'll be honest with you, as a Steeler fan, I low-key wanted the Patriots to win that game because that would help us out. But it didn't really matter because we shit the bed in Kansas City. But
Which he
Yeah.
forgot to change.
I forgot to change it.
oh,
I forgot to fucking change it.
yeah,
My season's already over anyway in Pick'em, so.
yeah.
But
But
it's okay.
yeah.
I was gonna pick against them. Just know that I just forgot to do it. I was just so
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah, but anyway, Buffalo saved their season, and they are in the driver's seat as far as the AFC East goes now. They can't clinch it this week, I saw, but they're in a real good position to wrap it up for Week 18. Atlanta, they are very inconsistent, and for that matter, I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills to double up the Falcons by a final of 32-16.
There you go.
All right.
Luke, all right. Lucas, I am and Elsie and Stillman, I am in full agreement with you guys. The Bills got back on track against the Patriots, and Josh Allen will take advantage of an Atlanta pass defense that allows 244 passing yards per game. And the Falcons have won 5 games on the road this season, but don't be fooled. None of those teams they beat have a winning record. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills as also my Stone Cold Lock of the Century of the week by a final of 42-24.
And I will go ahead and make it a unanimous vote here. I am going to take the Bills. Yes, Atlanta is inconsistent. Buffalo is just on pace right now to take that AFC Eastern Division title. For that reason, I'm going to give it to the Bills by a final score of 38-17.
What up, CRC? How are you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into the next game, shall we? We have the next game, which is the Giants and the Bears. This game is in Chicago. Bears are a
my
6-point
God.
favorite. The referee for this game is going to be Sean Hockley and Alex.
6-point favorites. Jeez.
6 point. I know. It should be
Spiro
more.
Adidas and Jay Feely.
That's so fitting.
It is.
Yeah, you know you suck when you got Spiro Dides calling your game.
Yeah.
Like seriously, I remember the 2017 Browns. He called pretty much all their games.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He was basically their second play-by-play man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
my
for a
goodness.
matchup like this, you got two inept offenses going at it. The Giants, they openly announced that they will be returning Daniel Jones, Joe Judge,
Yep.
and Dave Gettleman for
Wait,
next
hold on.
year.
Hold on. Where did you hear Dave Gettleman? Because I heard he might be retiring.
Well, I heard it earlier this week, so it may have changed then. But
Yeah, because I
I've
heard about Joe Judge.
but
and,
I heard for sure.
Jones.
I heard for sure that they're going to be bringing back Daniel Jones and Joe Judge for next year.
Mhm.
So, pretty much expect the same thing for the Giants. They're just horrible. In my opinion, Joe Judge is the worst coach in the league. But
Yeah.
Matt
he is.
Nagy ain't much better.
He's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Matt Nagy ain't much better. He's a horrific play caller. But I think the thing that separates here is that the Bears have a little bit more of a developed offense than the Giants do. We saw that this past weekend when they went up to Seattle and pulled off a surprising win over the Seahawks when Mr. Big Dick Nick
Big Dick
conducted
Nick,
a game-winning
yeah.
drive against the Seahawks. But let's be honest, the Bears are still real bad, and the Giants are real bad too.
Oh, trust me,
So
they're both really
whenever I'm in doubt, I'm going to go with the home team. So I'm going to take the Chicago Bears to get it
bad. Oh,
done
yeah.
by a final 13-12.
Oh,
Brutal. What else you guys got for this game?
Well, this is two of the worst scoring offenses in the NFL, and it's tough to consider taking the Giants, considering that they have scored 10 or less points in 4 of their last 6 games.
Oh, my
Oh, God. Chicago is playing out the last days of Coach Matt Nagy, and the quarterback switching continues. I think this one's going to be ugly. Give me the Bears to win at home. I'm going to pull a Steel Made. When in doubt, go home team. If you don't know what to go with the home team. 19-13, Dow Bears.
Da Bears. I got Da Bears winning this game. This game is completely meaningless. Wait a minute. This is also a tank bowl. Dun, 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 dun. Forgot to mention that is a tank bowl game. Good God, this game is going to be absolutely awful. What will the Bears do in regards to people not wanting to come to this game? Because who wants to go see the Giants and Bears game, realistically? Unless you're getting it for pennies on the dollar, who wants to see this game?
Do they get
I'm
a
gonna
free
go-
medium soda?
Oh my God. I was just going to say that, man.
yeah.
It's a free medium soda.
Free medium
Oh,
soda.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be funny if they got that, a free medium
Yeah.
soda. They should offer that just to troll the Giants. But final score,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say 15-12. Give me the Bears. Who cares about this game?
Wow. Yeah. This is definitely a tank bowl game for this week. And so they're going to bring back Joe Judge and Daniel Jones and maybe David Gettleman. You know, this reminds me of those times when the Bengals owner Mike Brown wanted to hold on to Marvin Lewis for so long.
Oh, those were the days.
Yeah,
Those
those
were
were
the
the days. I liked Marvin Lewis, but he just couldn't. I don't know what was wrong. I went to 7 playoffs and never got out of the first round. I mean,
Nope.
It's just terrible. It's just terrible.
Terrible.
That's terrible, man.
And speaking of terrible, the Chicago Bears. I mean, it's time for Matt Nagy to go. They probably won't fire him until after the end of the season. 2 teams, both pretty bad.
100%.
Very hard for me to
100%.
choose.
Oh boy.
It's
Yeah.
a little wow. I'm actually surprised you're picking it this early.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my coin flip game of the week.
Ooh, I'm intrigued.
The heads is going to be the New York Giants, and tails is going to be the Bears. So, see what happens. Catch this
Redo.
thing. Here we go.
Redo.
Redo again.
I'm just gonna let it fall to the floor. Whatever happens, happens. Here we
Third
go.
All
time's a
right,
charm.
here we go.
You'll have to excuse me. Went under my recliner.
Oh my
Yeah.
Wait
I
a
guess
minute,
that's
I
how
will
bad
say this-
this game is. That's how bad this game is, you know?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. I will say though, Tiny Tim's coin flipping is better than Matt Nagy's play calling.
Oh, well, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. And by the way, it came up head, so give me the G-Men.
boy.
Ooh, the
Give me the
G-Man.
G-Men.
Hell yeah, that is pretty awesome.
I'm going to just pay the score 21-13 Giants.
There you go. Next game up is the Kansas City Chiefs and Cincinnati Bengals.
Wait,
This
who'd you
game is
pick?
I picked the Bears 15-12.
Okay.
Yeah, 15-12 because both these teams are absolutely inept. Now, this could be one of the good games of the week this week. It's not my game of the week, but it's definitely one of the good games we have this week. And that is Chiefs and Bengals. This game is in Cincinnati.
Ooh.
Chiefs are 5.5-point favorite. Referee is going to be, let me see here, find this. John Hussey. And Alex?
Jim Nance, Tony Romo, and Tracy
Wow, they're
Wilson.
calling this one.
They
Yeah.
are calling this one.
Surprisingly. Well, for this game, this is my game of the week, believe it or not.
Ooh.
So I guess I go game of the week, game of the week, game of the week, game of the week, game of the week. Yeah, there we go.
Let's go.
There we go.
Who would have thought this would be the best game of the week? The Bengals can clinch the AFC North with some help this week, but they need a home victory against the Chiefs. Kansas City has regained its Super Bowl form with 8 straight victories, and they covered in the last 6 games. The Bengals are 4-4 at home this year, and Mahomes and Burrow are going to put on a show, but ultimately, I think the Chiefs seal the deal with a late touchdown in a game with divisional playoff flavor. Give me the Chiefs to beat the Bengals by a final of 31-24.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to agree with everything A. Pizzle said here. I mean, Kansas City is hot. Cincinnati is getting there, although I don't think they'll be able to hold it down for this week. Cincinnati's going to need a ton of help, and they may get that help. They may get it. But for this week, I got to roll with the Chiefs. Chiefs are really hot on a hot streak right now. Give me the Chiefs to take down the Bengals by a score of 35-21. And I'm making the Kansas City Chiefs my stone cold lock of the century.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah,
That is surprising.
yeah, so this is going to be a great game. I agree.
Wow!
But there is one more game this week that just makes me make it my game of the week. But I still think this is going to be a great game. On one hand, Joe Burrow lit up the Ravens for 525 passing yards as the Bengals destroyed and swept the Ravens 41-21. That, by the way, is the first season since 2009 that the Bengals have swept both the Ravens and the Steelers in the same season. So,
Yep, surprisingly.
Yep. So the Bengals, they're playing well. They win, or if the Ravens lose, they clinch the North. So
but they
that's
also
what-
have I'll talk about more about the tiebreakers later on.
yeah, they have the tiebreaker over us,
Yeah.
obviously, but they win. Obviously, they win. They clinch the North, but I believe they can also do it with a Ravens loss as well. So that's the case with the Bengals. They're just going to be playing a clinch the North. But the Kansas City Chiefs, they have wrapped up the AFC West for the 6th consecutive season.
6
They-
years straight. Wow.
Yep. They are on fire, right? They are on fire. Their offense is clicking on all cylinders. Their defense is looking great, but I do think the Bengals do have that pass rush that can make Mahomes work, because how do you beat Mahomes? You generate a pass rush on him, and you're going to force him to, create turnovers. And I think the Bengals are starting to have that kind of defense. I think that they just need to throw a few slabs of cement on that in the draft, and they're going to be good to go.
Mhm.
So this is going to be a real good game. As much as I want to pick the Bengals here, I got to go with the hotter hand here. I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs to win their 8th in a row and to pretty much get the number 1 seed out of the way with in the AFC. And I got my score being incredibly close to Pizzles. I am saying 32-24, Kansas City.
Ah,
Mhm.
Okay.
Now that everyone's picked, now here's time to give my thoughts on this game. This game is going to be very interesting, to say the least. The offenses will both be out and on fire. Travis Kelce will be back for the Chiefs this week, along with Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Chiefs' offense. The Bengals do have a good defense. The problem is, though, their defense against good running teams has been inconsistent, especially the Cleveland Browns game a few weeks ago when they got killed by the Browns 41-17. And I have a feeling the Chiefs could unveil that same kind of game plan and use it against the Bengals this week. In that case, I think the Chiefs right now are just a better team, and they will lock up the number 1 seed. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game. Final score, Chiefs. I'm going to say 38, Bengals 31. Give me the Chiefs to win this game. I think that this is going to be a very competitive game, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Next game on the list is going to be
Wow.
Alex's game. Miami Dolphins versus Tennessee Titans. This game is in
Yep.
Tennessee. Titans are 3.5-point favorites.
Ooh,
Referee for this game is going to be Sean
Ooh.
Smith. And Alex, who are the announcers?
Kevin Harlan and Trent Green.
All
Save
right.
me for last.
Yeah, so
Yep, save it for us.
for this one here, this one took me a while to think of because Miami, they are on an incredible streak right now. The first team in NFL history to have a 7-game win streak and a 7-game losing streak in the same season. So Brian Flores has done a phenomenal job during this win streak. Miami's defense is incredibly underrated. They definitely have a great pass rush, and Tua is evolving into more and more of a pocket passer as the weeks go by. So Miami's looking real sharp right now. But I can't ignore the Tennessee Titans, man. They also are a very well-coached team. Mike Vrabel has done a great job with them, even with Derrick Henry out for practically the whole season. But they're getting it done with their depth, and they're making adjustments, and the Titans' pass rush has really improved. So that's why the Titans are where they are. This one was very difficult for me to decide, which is why I will once again go with the home team. I think Miami's win streak comes to an end here, but I do think the Dolphins can possibly wrap up a playoff spot in Week 18. I could see Miami winning this game, but I am just going to go with the home team here. So give me Tennessee to take it in a low-scoring defensive affair, 21-19 Titans.
Okay.
Oh, I disagree. I think this may be an offensive showdown right here. I mean, Miami is just so hot right now. After losing 7, now they win 7. Tennessee has been pretty steady over this year here, but right now I'm going with a hot team. I gotta go with Miami on this one, but it's going to be extremely close. I think it's going to be extremely close. Give me the Dolphins on the road in Nashville to take down the Titans by a score of 28-26. Fins up.
Baby!
Ooh. This game, honestly, what like Steelman said, this is one of the toughest games I've had to pick all year. The Dolphins have been on a hot streak, but Tennessee does have a little bit of advantage getting that rest, playing that Thursday night football game, the last Thursday night game of the season. Dude, it's just a really tough game to pick. I realistically think that right now the Dolphins have momentum, but the Titans, though, they're getting A.J. Brown and Julio Jones both healthy for this game, which is definitely going to be a huge thing. And having A.J. Brown being healthy is a scary thing. But will the Dolphins have enough to stop them both? I say yes, they do. I think they have enough just to get past the Titans on a late second field goal by Jason Sanders. Give me my final score, 20-19. Dolphins win. Fins up. Dolphins
Fins up.
Okay. Jersey of the week this week. This one should be no surprise to anybody. Our former quarterback, the current quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, Ryan Tannehill.
Of course.
Interesting stat that I saw earlier this morning on Twitter. With our win on Monday, we now lead the league in sacks. We have 45 sacks. And guess how many sacks Ryan Tannehill has taken this year? 45.
Yeah.
So we are one of the hottest teams, not just in the AFC, but in the entire NFL. But we have to go up against the Titans, who are 6-2 at home. This is Tannehill's first start against his former team, and former Belichick assistants Mike Vrabel and Brian Flores engaged in a tight one that comes down to a last-second field goal. I agree with you, Lucas. Give me the Dolphins. Fins up for that reason alone. 24-21. Fins up. Baby!
You know, if it's any consolation, because I'm the only one that took the Titans here, I'm actually rooting for Miami here because we have the tiebreaker over the Titans.
That's right.
So for the sake of my picks, I'm going with Tennessee, but I will be pulling for the Dolphins here because we do have the tiebreaker over Tennessee.
Yes, we do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Banana. Next game on the list is the Raiders and Colts. This game is in Indianapolis. Colts are 6.5-point favorites. Ooh. The referee for this game is going to be Brad Rogers, and the announcer, Alex.
For the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts, Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma.
Very nice.
All right, let me start with this one here.
Hell yeah, you can.
I'm telling you, this guy, Jonathan Taylor, I haven't seen how many yards he's rushed for so far this year, but I think he could be close to $2,000. I mean, this running back is amazing. I love this guy, and I like the players around him.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, over in Las Vegas, I don't think they've really recovered after going through all that crap that they went through last month, you know.
I agree.
But it's going to be a close game. But I'm going to say Jonathan Taylor gets at least 150 yards in this one. Ooh. And I'm going to give it to the Colts by a score of 27-23.
There you go. Awesome stuff. I'm actually going to go with the Colts as well. Pure and simply put, the Raiders do not have the offense to compete with Indianapolis's offense, and the defense of the Raiders has been overshadowed, pretty much saying, oh, they only allowed like under 20 points past few games, but you're playing the Raiders and Broncos. You don't impress me there, pure and simply. You don't impress me there. Give me the Colts to crush the Raiders here. Final score 34-20. Give me the Colts. What's good, Zach? How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Colts found a way to win without four of their starters on the offensive line, and they have a chance to move up in the pecking order of the AFC East around MVP candidate Jonathan Taylor. The Raiders found a way to win ugly the last 2 weeks with Derek Carr, and this feels like a spot where they put they can pull that off again with Carson Wentz, I believe, is on the COVID list.
He is, but he can return if symptoms improve.
Regardless of that.
Oh shit.
This is my upset pick of the week. Give me Vegas, baby. 28-27.
Oh my
Raiders.
goodness.
Wow. That is awesome. That's
That
a
is
good
bold.
Bold.
Oh,
That's a
man.
huge bold pick.
Alrighty, so this is an important game for the Raiders here to keep their playoff hopes alive, even though I don't think they'll make it, and I don't trust them one bit.
I don't.
And then you got the Colts. I mean, this team is just on fire, man. I mean, this team gets in the Colts get in the playoffs. I don't think any team in the AFC is going to want a piece of them.
Watch out.
You know, especially with Jonathan Taylor, obviously, but with their rush defense and their front in general. They got a very good front seven led by DeForest Buckner, who I still can't believe the 49ers gave up on so easily. But, yeah, the Colts, they're just playing great. And regardless if Carson Wentz is in the picture or not for the Colts, I still think that they're good enough to win this game, and I think they will win this game. And I am also pulling for the Colts because the Raiders beat us earlier in the season, and with the way that they've been slumping down these past couple weeks, and with how we can possibly win out, that's going to be a very big help for us. The Colts can be a very big help for us this Sunday, man. So I'm going to go Indianapolis to get it done over the Raiders by a final of 28-17.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I like it. Next game on the list is my second of 3 teams guaranteed to lose. And I think you guys know what this one is. Guess which one.
Wait, hold on. Let me guess. Jets and Bucks?
That's not this one.
No,
Jags and
it's
Patriots?
the Jags and the Pats.
You got it. Jaguars and Patriots. This game is in New England. The Patriots are a 15-point favorite. Good Lord. Adrian Hill's the referee, and who are the announcers, Alex?
For the Patriots and the Jaguars, Andrew Catalan and James Lofton.
Guess what my final score is going to be for New England?
Oh, God. Oh, hold on. Let me guess.
Oh,
49-0.
No, you're close though.
50 burger?
No, not you. Had the 49 right, but
7?
3. 49-3. Give me the Patriots.
Just
easy.
a field goal?
Just a field goal. Just a damn field goal.
Well, Pizzle was right about one thing, all right?
What's up?
So he predicted for Lucas to drop a 50 burger on Jacksonville, right?
Yep.
That's my prediction. This is undeniably, without even saying it, this is my lock of the week here. Jacksonville doesn't stand a chance. Patriots are fighting for a playoff spot and to possibly steal back the AFC East. What the hell do you think is going to happen? New England, 51-3, all over the Jags.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I'm going to be a little bit more nice to the Jaguars, although I'm not going to be that nice to them. But I do see New England very soundly winning this one by a score of 41-17.
Oh my goodness!
I think it's going to be a little bit closer than that. To be honest, I'm going to say Patriots 30, Jaguars 14. But I'm in full agreement. This is going to be a slaughter.
It is going to be a slaughter.
And just to think, 4 years ago, this was the AFC Championship.
I know, right?
It was.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Exactly.
Or one hit wonder.
Jacksonville, I think if they lose the next two games, and if Detroit wins one game, then Jacksonville clinches the number 1 pick. So if Detroit wins, which we'll talk about them later. Jacksonville will clinch the number 1 pick, and Jacksonville lose, they'll have the number 1 pick next year again,
and again.
Oh my god!
And again,
and again,
until they get it right.
Yeah,
but they won't because they have the Cons as owners.
Right. God. Oh Lord. Next game on the list. This surprisingly was not on my guaranteed teams to lose list, even though I was really considering it. I decided to put one other team on there just for change. Buccaneers and Jets. This game is in New York. Buccaneers are a 13.5-point favorite. Referee for this game is going to be Alex Kemp. Alex?
Chris Myers and Daryl Johnston.
Moose.
Yeah.
Moose, that's right.
All right. So for this, so for this one, this is another no-brainer here. So if there is one team that Tom Brady owns that's not named the Steelers, it is the Jets. Just end the season. But no, they still have one more agonizing week after week 17.
Right.
Tom Brady has not lost to the Jets since 2015 when the Jets had that crazy win over against the Patriots in overtime in New York. But it's not going to happen again. The Jets are horrible. Tampa is fighting for a number 1 seed as they clinched the NFC South for the first time since 2007. And I got this being a complete onslaught again. Not as bad as Patriots Jags, but I got Tampa taking it easily 41-3.
Oh boy.
Sorry about the box, folks. Thanks for the free views. That's all I got.
Indeed. Zach Wilson led the Jets to victory in week 16, but the Bucs are a different beast. Tom Brady is going to lead on AB and Rob Gronkowski in the passing game, but Ronald Jones II is in line for success against the Jets team that allows 141.3 yards per game on the ground.
My goodness.
The Bucs keep the momentum train building. I'm going to say Buccaneers 56-7.
Wow. Damn. 56.
I'll tell you guys something. This reminds me of a game back in 1985 when the Bears had that big season. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
They had a home game against my Cowboys, and of course my Cowboys got humiliated. Final score was 44-0. That is my score for this game. Buccaneers 44, Jets nothing.
God, you're putting up a goose egg, a freaking goose egg now. I love it. I freaking love it, man. Yeah. Do I need to even say the Jets have absolutely zero chance? Because they don't. Final score: Buccaneers. I'm going to go 52. Jets. I'll go 6. Garbage time touchdown. 6. Next game on the list is the Eagles and the Washington football team. This game is in Philly. Eagles are a 3.5-point favorite. Referee for this game is going to be Clete Blakeman, and the announcer is Alex.
Clete. Adam Amin and Mark Schlereth.
There you go.
All right. I'm going to start on this one if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So Washington is coming off its worst loss in a long time.
Yeah, baby.
Courtesy
of baby.
America's team.
That's right.
That was the biggest margin of victory in the history of our rivalry with the No Names.
That's
insane. And the Eagles won the
42 points in the first half.
And the Eagles won their last meeting between the teams 27-17 on December 21st. Washington could rise up in a spoiler role at home, but that's tough after what happened last Sunday. So for that reason, I'm going to go with the Eagles. I think Washington's done. I'm going to go with the Eagles. Final score 24-14. Give me Philly.
There you go.
All right,
I'm going Philly too. But
you're going Philly.
yeah, I'm going Philly.
I'm going
Die
with the
chickens.
Philadelphia Chickens.
The Philadelphia Chickens. The Chickens are continuing to play well, impress on offense, and Washington, they got completely humiliated. I think this is the end of their season, and I think Philly is going to have this game over by halftime. Not as bad as the other game, but then Philly will start resting out their players because that next game against Dallas is going to be absolutely incredible. Eagles and Dallas next week. But the Chickens will get their win today over Washington, and Washington will have their season ended, unfortunately. Final score, Chickens 30, Washington football team, or it's like the Redskins. Sorry, yep, Steelmate. I knew you're gonna be saying that soon.
Oh,
I'm gonna say 30-13. Give me the Chickens. Die, Chickens die.
All right. Well, I was very, very impressed with the Chickens beating the Dwarfs last week, even though I kind of saw it happening. And of course, my Cowboys just steamrolling over the no names last week. So because of that, I can't believe I'm saying this. Oh my gosh, this is almost like sacrilege right here. As far as I'm concerned, this is sacrilege. Fly, chickens, fly. I'm taking the Chickens to win this one by a score of 28-14. Double up. Fly, chickens, fly.
Fly, chickens.
Never thought I'd hear this. You say that.
All righty. So the Chickens got it done convincingly over the Giants. But let's be honest. The Giants are god-awful, and they have been god-awful for the past half-decade or so. And Washington pretty much said to the Giants, hold my beer. I'll show you a worse performance. And they got, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, they put their own bench in Dallas only to get 42 points dropped on them in the first half, and they lose by 42. And it honestly, if Dallas, kept it up in their momentum and they kept it up, they didn't pull their starters, they honestly could have dropped 70 on them. They really could have.
True.
Washington's done. They had their chance to assert themselves as a dark horse in the NFC. But they're done. I just don't see them doing anything for the rest of the season. And it's debatable if they can even beat the Giants next week. So I'm going to go Philly to continue their surprise of a season in what was supposed to be a complete throwaway year for them. So I'm going to take the Eagles to win this one by a final of 39-20. Give me Philly.
There.
Okay.
Now we have.
I like it.
I like it too, man. Next game on the list is going to be the Rams and Ravens. This game is in Baltimore. Rams are a 3.5-point favorite. Referee for this game is going to be Bill Vinovich. And the announcer is Alex.
For the Rams and the Ravens, we have Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson.
All right, I got this. I'll actually go first on this one. The Rams are coming off a pretty good performance, and the Ravens, they look absolutely lost and awful. The Rams right now have Cooper Kupp, who right now is probably having one of the best receiving seasons we've seen.
MVP.
He's definitely up to MVP voting. It's him, Jonathan Taylor, and Aaron Rodgers right now are the top three for MVP, and it's not even close this year. Then the Ravens, however, even though Lamar is supposed to come back for this game, I just say at this point he shouldn't come back. The season's pretty much over. And they got to play the Steelers after this. So they got a brutal 2 games, and they have a very unlikely shot at making the playoffs. I don't think the Ravens are going to last this game. Give me the Rams to completely shred Baltimore's remaining defense. Final score, Rams 42, Ravens 24. This game is going to be a little slaughter.
Is Lamar Jackson
man.
back?
Well, he's back at practice as of today.
Oh man, I've been waiting for this one. So, if you guys saw my video I put out the other day, it pretty much describes what I have to say for this one. So, the last time these two met was 2019 on Monday Night Football.
I remember.
And the Ravens absolutely annihilated the Rams in what was the final game, well, the final primetime game at Memorial Coliseum by a final of 45-6.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still a lot of players on that Rams team that remember that slaughter where the Ravens sheared the sheep. But now it's 2 years later, and they pretty much role reversed a little bit. The Rams are the team that's playing to clinch the NFC West. They can do that with a win and a Cardinals loss this week. So the Rams are on their way to clinching an NFC West title. And the Ravens are 8-7. They've lost 4 games in a row. And pretty much all their starters and their pass defense has just been ripped a new one this year, and I don't feel bad for it at all, because what have these Ravens fans been doing on social media ever since that Bengal game?
Blah, 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 blah.
The Bengals ran up the score against us, against our team, against our injured team. Oh, they kept Joe Burrow in there to stat pad the 500 yards passing. Oh, really? So you're telling me that earlier this year you didn't keep your starters in against the Broncos when you had that game won to break the rushing record and you blew them out? You didn't fake a field goal against the Raiders in 2012?
Well, look,
and
I didn't know
and drop 55 on them? That's right.
I'll just shut the hell up.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
That's
You're telling me
amazing.
that
Nice.
opening day 2011,
Yeah.
when that game was over by halftime against us, you didn't go for 2 points against us? Or or if you want to talk about running up the score, you didn't drop 59 on the tanking Dolphins in week 1, but you want to complain about running up the score? If that is not the biggest load of hypocrisy that I've ever seen, I don't know what is.
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason, I got the LA Rams completely decimating the Ravens in this one. And don't let the score fool you, okay? I'm going to say 37-20 LA, but I got the Ravens getting all their points in the fourth quarter down 37-0. LA is going to murder them.
Okay.
I love it.
Interesting.
Long story short, the Rams will really give them something to cry about.
Yes.
So if Lamar Jackson does come back, it's really not going to matter because the Rams are one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. Give me the Rams to beat the Ravens. Pretty much agreeing with you what you guys just said. Give me the Ravens by a final. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Pause.
Go ahead.
Reverse that.
Pause.
I'm picking the Rams. There we go. Picking the Rams.
There you go.
Final score 32-20. Give me the Rams. LA, Los Angeles.
Very nice. Next up is
Wait, Tim didn't go.
Oh, Tim did. I forgot. I am sorry, Tim.
Forgot something.
Go right ahead. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I know that LC highlighted my little message, but if he would do it again, please. Yeah, the best part of waking up is Cooper in your cup.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, just as earlier as I said Jonathan Taylor could rush for 2,000 yards, I think Cooper Kupp could receive for 2,000 yards. And the Baltimore Ravens have just become so discombobulated, I don't know what Ravens team I'm looking at. So for that reason, I'm riding with the Rams to take down those Ravens 33-27.
Very nice.
Hell yeah.
I'm surprised you actually did not have it a blowout. I'm actually surprised.
Nice.
Next game is going to be the Broncos and the Chargers. This game is in Los Angeles. Chargers are a 6.5-point favorite, surprisingly.
Herbie.
The announce. Oh yeah,
Kirby.
And Craig Rolstad is the referee and the announcer. Alex.
Ian Eagle and Charles Davis.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to go first in this game.
Herbie.
Many people are going to think of this game as the Chargers being up on a Broncos team that has no shot in hell. But, Broncos played the Raiders pretty closely in the game in last week's game, and they do have a shot as anyone here. So, with that being said,
Oh, boy.
I have the Denver Broncos as my upset pick of the week. The Chargers, after getting humiliated by the Texans, will still probably not have Joey Bosa in this game. And the Broncos will take advantage of that. Drew Lock will have a game where he finally proves himself. Broncos 28, Chargers 27. Broncos are my upset pick of the week.
Interesting.
Wow. Well, that sounds very, very interesting. But I actually have the Chargers winning this one. Although this one is going to be very close. Not much to say here except just give me the Chargers by a score of 24-21.
So the Broncos are fighting to keep their playoff hopes alive against the division rival. Chargers are coming off an unexpected loss to the Texans.
To Houston.
Yeah.
And Davis Mills, the giraffe.
Which, hey, it helps us.
It does. Yeah, it does. Los Angeles is just 4-4 at home this season, too, but we're trusting Herbie to get the job done against Denver's top 5 pass defense. Now remember, the Broncos won the first meeting 28-13, but I think the role is going to be reversed. I'm going with the Chargers to win with that exact same score, 28-13. Give me the Chargers. Wow. Go Chargers, go Herbie.
Yeah, so this one took me a little bit to think of as well, because on one hand, Denver, they are still fighting hard for a playoff spot. Their defense is going to keep them in here. I say that about a lot of teams are fighting for a playoff spot, but it's true. But
it is.
Yeah, the Broncos, they're still in it. They just have a small chance of making it, though. But I got to tell you, back in the day, John Elway landed a quarterback named Peyton Manning over in Denver.
Yeah.
I think this offseason he has to land a quarterback either named Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson in Denver, because the Broncos are a team that is in desperate need of a quarterback.
They're just one away.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, if you get a quarterback in Denver, they can be a much better team. They got
just a quarterback away.
Yeah, they got a solid run game, couple good set of receivers, still got a strong defense. All that's missing is a quarterback, in my opinion. So, yeah. Then you got the Chargers. I think people are expecting way too much out of LA's defense because they got lit up by goddamn Davis Mills. And hey, as a
giraffe.
Yeah. And hey, as a Steeler fan, I'll take it. That helps us out because the Chargers have the tiebreaker over us. But at the same time, we got to do our part too. And like I said, we completely just laid an egg in Kansas City. But yeah, the Chargers, I really don't think they're as good as what people think. But Justin Herbert, I think he's a great young quarterback. He's going to be very good in the near future. They got a nice set of receivers as well. But I just think LA's defense, they're just expecting way too much out of it. But with that being said, it's just Denver's lack of offense is going to cost them in this one. I really don't have LA doing a whole lot here, but I got them taking this one 30-17 just because Denver's offense is really bad, and I just don't think the Chargers are going to have to do very much in this one. But give me LA to keep their playoff hopes alive and to pretty much end the Broncos season.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Next up is the Texans and the 49ers. This is my third and final guarantee to lose, and I cannot excited for. I'm excited to say this is my final team guarantee to lose because the Houston Texans. I don't know how the hell you beat the Chargers, but this is the 49ers this week. Your favored. The Niners are favored by 13. The referee for this game is going to be Carl Sheffers, and the announcers Alex.
And the announcers for the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers are Greg Gumbel and Adam Archuleta.
Let's just get this game out of the way. You were lucky being the Chargers, but the Niners are playing for a playoff spot, and I think their defense is much better than LA's. And especially it's on the road as well. So give me the 49ers to absolutely crush this game and win convincingly. Final score 34-7. Deebo Samuel has a fantastic game.
Deebo.
Easily Niners.
Yep. I agree 100%, man. The 49ers, they're another team that got off to a real slow start, but they've had a phenomenal turnaround as well. They're starting to get a lot healthier, and when they're healthy, they're as good as any team in the NFC. They really are. They're going to be a big problem in the playoffs if they make it. And Deebo Samuel, I think he is the number one X factor on that 49er offense there. One thing I do got to say, if Trey Lance I think Trey Lance is going to start for this game because Jimmy G's injured. This is an important start for Trey Lance to see what the 49ers have moving forward. And I think going up against Houston, I think he's going to shine. Give me the 49ers to suffocate the Texans on defense. It's doing just enough on offense here. I got the Niners taking it 27-17.
Well, I am in agreement with everybody here. 49ers are the much better team. Houston got lucky last week, but I don't think that luck's going to happen here. Give me the Niners to win. 49ers to win by a final score of 49. Get that? 49-21.
There you go.
Interesting. And I'm going to make this unanimous as well. Yeah, enjoy that victory, Houston, because that's probably going to be the final one you get this year. I am taking the Niners to win this one by a score of 30-10.
There you go. Next up on the list, this game is going to be why did this game get flexed? Because the Rams-Ravens, I remember this was supposed to be a 4 o'clock game, and now it got flexed to 1 o'clock. This is now the 4 o'clock game? Really? Saints and Panthers. This game is in New Orleans.
God.
Saints are a 7-point favorite.
Oh,
I know. I know you Chargers for that score, but this game was going to be Saints and Panthers. Jerome Boger is the referee for this game. Alex, who are the announcers?
Announcers for this game, Brandon Gaudin and Matt Millen.
Oh, Matt Millen. That
game
god-awful GM in Detroit.
Yep. You know what's crazy, though, is Cam Newton has officially been benched and Sam Darnold is back.
Oh, my God. The Panthers
Those guys are a freaking mess.
The Panthers are a mess, dude.
They started out so hot. They had one of the best defenses, and then they just fucking nosedive.
All right. I'll go first for this one. So, this is a battle of two pretty mediocre teams, and that's putting it lightly. Because Saints fans, I can tell you, as a Notre Dame fan, Ian Book ain't it. All right, he's
Monday
not.
was proof.
Yeah, but that Monday night game is a microcosm of Ian Book right there. He makes very dumb decisions. He tries to force passes all the time. And he's not a good scrambler. That's what you're getting if you're going to roll with Ian Book, which is why I'm saying the Saints are another team that needs to try to get Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson there. Because the Saints, they're kind of like in the same position as Denver. They're a quarterback away from being right back in contention. Mm-hmm. They still got Alvin Kamara in the backfield, still got a very good O-line. Pass rush is phenomenal this year. And yeah, as much as I can't stand the guy, Sean Payton is a fantastic play caller. All that's missing really is a quarterback. So they got to get one of those two guys down in New Orleans, and the Saints are right back to where they were for the previous 4 seasons.
What about Jameis Winston?
Jameis Winston. Oh, that's a good point too. I don't know what they're going to do with Jameis Winston.
What about him? Because
I think he could
ACL,
be.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, that'd be a good problem to have if Jameis Winston's healthy, because he could be a serviceable backup. But if I'm the GM of the Saints, I'd do everything to lure one of those two guys down in New Orleans. But the Saints, they have a very faint hope at getting in the playoffs. Carolina is abysmal. They started 3-0. They're 2-10 since. And I got New Orleans taking care of business by a final of 20-7. I don't think the Saints are going to do much offensively. I got all their points coming off of defensive big plays, and I got defense scoring here. Give me New Orleans to beat the Panthers 20-7.
Damn.
No, my honest opinion, the Saints have been very disappointing for the last few weeks. And now that they decided to bench Cam Newton, I guess the Cam Newton 2.0 project has failed. So they decided to bring back Sam Darnold. I'm just going to make this short and sweet. I'm taking the. Yeah. What happened to what happened to that? What happened to that? I mean,
You got benched.
yeah. So for that reason, I'm taking the Panthers to win this 130-24. Oh,
Hey, guys.
boy. Oh, boy.
My coin flip too.
Oh,
Oh,
my
boy.
goodness.
What about that? How about that, Lucas? You want to go first?
Hell yeah, I'm going first.
Oh.
Actually, let's do it at the same time. Okay.
Hell yeah, let's do it at the
Same
same
time.
time. Just let me know when
Heads
you're ready.
will be who's the home team?
Saints. And this is
all
the
right.
Panthers.
This will be the Panthers because they are the away, and then the great state of Connecticut will be the Saints.
All
So
right.
here
So
we go. 1,
2,
2, and 3.
3. I have home. I'm going Saints.
Give me the Saints as well.
There you go.
Final score 23-20. I really don't care.
17-16. New Orleans. Ian Buck
Wow.
somehow wins it.
No, I think most of their players are going to come off the COVID list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic for a guy whose name is Ian Book. He sure does suck at reading defenses.
Oh.
Close that chapter real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, that was so terrible. Oh, terrible joke, but hey, you tried.
Yeah, it sounds like something my grandpa would say.
That is amazing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Next game is the last home game of Russell Wilson's career. I'm thinking it's Lions and Seahawks. This game is in Seattle.
The hell?
Seattle is a 7-point favorite. The referee is Tony Cornette, and you know, so,
Boo!
yeah,
Hate
I know
that
you don't
guy.
like him. I know you
Hate
don't
that
like.
guy. And the announcers for the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, baby. We got Gus Johnson
Gus Johnson.
Yeah.
and Aqib Talib.
There you go. I
That's
like
right,
that.
said Gus Johnson.
I think this is Russell Wilson's last home game in Seattle, and I think the other Seahawks fans know this. This will cap off a season where the Seahawks have their first losing season in the Russell Wilson, Pete Carroll era, and I think
Oh,
my thing was right here at press off. So
What was that?
my thing pressed off.
I don't know.
My
I heard.
it's this. That's why.
Oh,
So
I
let
heard
me just
some-
get that. Let me get this straight, though. This is going to be just something where the Seahawks, they're going to want to do something for Russell Wilson, but Russell Wilson's just going to do barely enough just to get this win. I think the Lions will keep this extremely competitive. My final score for this game is going to be Seahawks 31, Lions 27. Give me the Seahawks to end Russell Wilson's home game, last home game as a Seahawk.
I'm in agreement, full agreement. The Seahawks will be home against the Lions, who lost another close game, week 16. They should have beaten the Falcons, let's be honest.
Yep, they should have.
Seahawks are 30th in total offense, and the Lions are 29th. This is going to be ugly. But at the end of the day, it's Seattle. You got to go with Seattle. In Seattle. If it's Russell Wilson's last game, you got to go with that. So give me the Seahawks to beat the Lions by a final of 20-10.
I tell you what, how the mighty have fallen. They used to be the powerhouse of the NFC, and now they're just gone to the outhouse. And Russell Wilson is just playing like, yeah, I'm telling you right there. Hey, y'all don't know this. I got a sound machine here.
I like it.
That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, Russell Wilson is going to get sprung from Seattle, and he's just going to get kicked out the door. This is not my upset special of the week, but I am taking the Lions to put Russell Wilson out of his misery by a score of 24-17. I'm taking the Lions, but it's not my upset special of the week. That's coming up.
All right, then. So, honestly, I think this game is going to be a lot more competitive than what people think, because the Lions, they show in and week out that they go out there and they give their best effort every single game. I mean, sure, sometimes you run into a buzzsaw, but more often than not, a good, 9 times out of 10, the Lions will give you everything they have because they're playing like a team that's got nothing to lose. So that's why these upcoming drafts are going to be very important for Detroit in the upcoming future. And then you got Seattle. This is a team that's playing a home game for their franchise quarterback, probably for the last time, like another team that we'll be getting into in a little bit. But, yeah, Seattle, they are just a really bad team. They have a horrendous defense, which is where I think the Lions can give them a good fight. But I think at the end of the day, in typical Lions fashion, they're going to come up short, and Seattle gets the dub 30-29 as a nice parting gift for Russell Wilson on his way out to Seattle.
There you go. Hey, guys, check the group chat for a second. You guys remember about Davis Mills, right? There's actually just found something really funny and familiar. It's another guy who looks like a giraffe as well, and Mike Glennon.
And, yeah,
that
Mike
money.
Glennon.
Mike Glennon,
Mike
dude.
Glennon.
Dude, he
oh my god!
All that money,
dude. Show that on the.
Oh my god! I gotta show you guys
screen.
That's great.
Let me show you. Let me find the picture.
That
again.
is great.
Give me a second. I gotta
all
find
that.
the picture. I gotta find the picture. Give me a second. I'll show you
Look at
guys.
all that. That's insane.
Look at this. That is brilliant.
Oh my goodness!
all that dough to be a bench warmer.
Exactly.
Inconsistent bench warmer.
Yeah.
Inconsistent bench warrant. That is absolutely insanity. It's funny and I love it to say the least. Dude, he has a long ass neck, but it's funny to say the least, though. My goodness, man. Next game on the list is my game of the week. 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 It is the Cowboys and the Cardinals. This game is in Dallas.
Ooh, interesting.
Cowboys are 5.5-point favorite. Referee for this game is going to be Scott Novak, and the announcers Alex.
Are Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and Aaron Andrews.
Well,
I'll save Tiny Tim for last in this game. But go ahead.
I agree. It's my game of the week too. I think it's going to be a phenomenal game. as you got two very explosive offenses between Kyler Murray and, if he's going to play in this game, DeAndre Hopkins. And there you have to, and that Cardinal defense is really solid as well, but they got to go up against the three-headed monster down in Dallas. That is known as Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Gallup in the Dallas Cowboys, who, in my opinion, are the most complete team in the NFC right now. I mean, sure, Green Bay is a phenomenal team, and Tampa's chasing that number one spot as well. But if you ask me who I think has the most balance in the NFC, it's the Dallas Cowboys. Because you take a look at the defensive side of the ball, Micah Parsons is just a phenomenal talent. He definitely has my vote for Defensive Rookie of the Year. But just because I'm a Steeler fan, no disrespect to him, I'm voting for TJ Watt for Defensive Player of the Year. But Micah has my vote for Defensive Rookie of the Year, undeniably. Trayvon Diggs, kind of starting to remind me of Ed Reed a little bit, you know, because Ed Reed was just that ball hawk and free safety that could generate turnovers and interceptions. That's what Trayvon Diggs is doing. I think he had his 11th pick on Sunday night.
That's right.
So, yeah, Trayvon Diggs and Micah Parsons, man, those are going to be two great players to build around with that defense right there. And, of course, they still got Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence as well. So, Dallas, like I said, they're the most complete team in the NFC right now. So, what to go for this one? I think the number one thing that's going to exploit Arizona here is in previous weeks where front sevens have gotten up to Kyler, caused pressure on him, and forced him to make turnovers. Dallas has that kind of defense to do that. And I think that just the explosiveness that the Cowboys have on offense is going to be too much for the Cardinals defense to contain. But at the same time, I got Arizona making it a great game as well because of their offense. So I got Dallas taking it 42-32 to increase their chances of getting the number one seed because they actually have the tiebreaker over Green Bay. They have a better conference record than the Packers do. So Dallas is looking to win out. But I got the Cowboys winning by 10, but I got them winning by a pick. I got them making it by 10 on a pick six by Trayvon Diggs.
Nice.
40, yep. And I'll even say that Micah Parsons pressures him, forces him to make a bad throw to Trayvon Diggs, and it ends up being a pick six. With Dallas at 35-32 in the fourth when Arizona's trying to conduct a comeback. Give me the Cowboys to win 42-32 over Arizona.
I am in full agreement with everything Steelbane just said, but I think it's going to be a little bit closer than what you guys think. You know, last year, Arizona beat the Cowboys 38-10. This year, I think it's going to be a little bit closer, but I think the other team's going to win. I'm going to go with the Cowboys to beat the Cardinals by a final of 30-27.
I'm going to say Tiny Toon for last of this one because this is his team. But this game is going to be extremely interesting to say the least. This is why it's my game of the week. I think this is a game where the Cardinals desperately need a win in order to clinch a playoff spot. The Cowboys, they're trying to fight for the number one seed as well. This game realistically could go on either way. But I realistically think that the Cowboys' defense is just a tad bit better than Arizona's right now. And Arizona's offense has been inconsistent, especially without DeAndre Hopkins there. We'll see if they could do something, but I think this game will be high scoring, but I think there will also be some good quality points. Final score is going to be Cowboys 34, Cardinals 24, 34-27. Give me the Cowboys to win this game. How about them Cowboys?
All right. Defending my boys. Now, yes, I was just going nuts over that Cowboys offense, putting up 42 points at halftime over the no-names. But the problem is, where the hell was that offense for the previous 5 or 6 weeks? I just gotta see some more consistency with this offense. Maybe put up like maybe 7 or 10 points one week, then maybe put up 40 something next week. I mean, I gotta see a little more consistency. Everyone says that Dak is back. He's got to show me a little bit more. I think he's got to show me that he's really back.
He'll be back.
Anyway, the defensive side, oh my gosh, I cannot say enough of how I love this kid, Michael Parsons, and Trayvon Diggs just tied Everson Walls for the Cowboys record for interceptions in a season. I mean, I swear this is the 7-11 combination that is really going to help build this defense here, along with Randy Gregory, along with DeMarcus Lawrence, along with Jordan Lewis. I mean, I could say Michael Parsons is basically the second coming of Lawrence Taylor.
Ooh.
I mean, we all remember
Interesting.
You remember how bad Lawrence Taylor was. He was a bad man before Aaron Rodgers.
A bad mamma jamma.
Yeah, he was. Right. And Arizona has been kind of, they're kind of like the Seahawks. The Cardinals are on top of the NFC East for the longest time, and now they've slipped off. They're beatable. So for that reason, I'm going to say, I'm going to say yeehaw on this one. I'm taking the Cowboys.
That is amazing.
Taking the Cowboys to win this one, even though Arizona's going to make it close, but Cowboys going to take it in the end. Final score: Cowboys 30, Cardinals 24. How about them Cowboys?
There you go, man. That is amazing. I love it.
Good stuff.
Good stuff indeed, man. Now we have this Sunday Night Football game. Check your local listings. It is the Minnesota Vikings against the Green Bay Packers. This game is in Lambeau. Packers are a 6.5-point favorite. Referee for this game is going to be Clay Martin. And the announcers, Alex?
For Sunday Night Football?
Yes, for Sunday Night Football.
Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth.
There you go. I'm guess they're saving Al Michaels for the playoffs.
I think he is gonna retire soon, to be honest.
He's gonna retire. I think he's gonna retire to the playoffs this year too.
Yeah.
He's done at this point, but still, who do you guys got and why?
Well, Packers and Vikings, this is probably my favorite rivalry in all of football.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they go back. It's just all of this, like, green versus purple. It's right next to each other, and they always play each other hard-nosed. The Vikings are the last team to beat Green Bay at Lambeau Field in the regular season, and if Dalvin Cook returns, that will be a recipe for success on the road. The Packers have allowed 28.8 points per game in their last 5 games, and their defense has lived on the edge. Aaron Rodgers makes up for the difference with late touchdown to Devontae Adams in a Sunday night thriller. Give me the Packers to beat the Vikings by a final of 31-28. Boom.
Nice.
I don't know how you go against that bad man. Aaron Rodgers here, man. They're fighting for the number 1 seed of the NFC, and I think that the Packers right now are on the best track for it, even though the Vikings may get Dalvin Cook back along with Adam Thielen. The Vikings offense just does not have enough answers to get back Green Bay's defense, and I don't think the Vikings defense will have enough answers to stop the Packers offense. Give me the Packers to win this game. Final score, Green Bay, I'm going to say 31, Vikings 28. Give me the Packers.
All righty then. I was looking at both schedules, the remaining schedules for both the Packers and the Cowboys. The Cowboys have to basically win out, which means they'll have to win this Sunday against Arizona, and next Sunday and the following Sunday in Philadelphia against the Chickens. We took care of the Chickens in AT&T Stadium back in September when I went to go see that game.
That's right.
And Green Bay is not invincible. They're tough, but they're not invincible.
They're definitely not.
Green Bay could be beaten by Minnesota, but then Green Bay finishes their season against the Lions, which I'm sure we probably all agree that Green Bay will take care of Detroit. But as far as this game concerned, LC, call me crazy, sound the alarm.
No
Whoa.
way. Oh my God. Hold on. I got to find it. I was not prepared for
Sound
this.
the alarm. I've got a real good feeling that the Cowboys will be able to nab that number 1 seed in the NFC. Give me the Vikings over the Packers 34-31.
Wow.
Oh
That
my!
is bold.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I know it's very, very scary.
That
That is bold, man.
is
So
huge.
for this, all right. So people
got
always,
this. That looks
yeah. People always talk about the Bears and Packers, and the Bears and the Vikings, and the Packers and the Cowboys. But Packers Vikings, this has been a great rivalry, man.
Damn right.
It's always been a great rivalry with these two, and I always get a kick out of watching it if I can. And the Vikings have actually won the last 2 over Green Bay, including last year when they went up to Lambeau and beat the Packers in the regular season. In Minnesota, they are still in the playoff hunt. They are fighting for their lives to clinch it, but I just think too many costly mistakes and not being able to show up in the clutch has really hurt them. Green Bay, on the other hand, they have taken care of business. They are undefeated at home this year, and especially going from December to January in the calendar year of 2022, where Aaron Rodgers is pretty much invincible to beat at home in this juncture of the season. I mean, Lambeau's already tough to play in to begin with, but in playoff time, do I see the Vikings going up to Lambeau and having lightning strike twice and beating the Packers in Lambeau? No, I don't. Because let's be honest, at this time of the year, you just cannot go up to Lambeau and beat that bad man, Aaron Rodgers. And I got the Cheeseheads taking this one in a tight one on a last-second field goal by Mason Crosby, 28-26. Give me the Packers over the Vikings.
Oh, Packer, goal. Oh, you betcha. Yeah, there, guy. Go Packers.
Go Packer.
And
That's
Packers.
how they say it in the Midwest.
Oh, you betcha. Yeah.
Minnesota. Did everyone make their pick?
Yep.
Now it's time for the last game of the night, the Monday Night Football game. Last Monday game of the season. Monday Night Football game of the season. And it features my team, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
These
And the Cleveland Browns. That's right. Steel Main's team as well. Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns. This game is in Pittsburgh. Browns are a 3-point favorite. Land Clark is the referee for this game. And who are the announcers, Alex?
Steve Levy, Brian Greasy, and Louis Riddick. And
I'm sorry, Brad
the
Allen.
last Madden broadcast of the year.
Last Manning cast. I am so disappointed. It stinks.
Yeah.
I love Manning cast.
So I guess we save you both for last.
Yep, you save us both for last.
Because reasons. Okay.
Obvious.
Okay. Tim, who you got?
Well, Cleveland is starting to become a shell of what they used to be when this season started. I mean, I'm just not feeling it with Cleveland anymore. It seems like they're slipping off a little bit. They may be losing their grip on the AFC North Division. It could go to the Bungles. And for that reason, I'm going to take the Steelers to win one.
Yes.
I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Interesting.
I got the Steelers winning this one by a score of 33-21.
Interesting. Well, I believe the Steelers have not lost a Monday Night Football game at Heinz Field or in Pittsburgh in a long time.
It's been a long time.
Since the 90s.
Since the 90s.
Well, technically we lost last year to Washington, but that wasn't a scheduled Monday night game.
No.
Exactly. That didn't count. The Browns ended the Steelers season last year in the wild card. But can they do it again with Monday Night Football spotlight on them? I don't think so. I'm going to go with the Steelers, honestly. I'm going to say 24-18. Give me Pittsburgh.
Steelman, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. Okay. A couple things I got to say about this. What I saw Sunday was absolutely horrendous on all phases of the Steelers.
-5 stars.
Yeah. I mean, soft zone defense. I don't know why Tomlin and Butler continue to do stuff like that. It's just horrendous. It's never worked out for us before, and yet we continue to do it, which is why I always hated it when we promoted Keith Butler to defensive coordinator. I didn't like it when it happened, and it's only proved me even more to be right. So this offseason, I want to see Butler gone. There's no excuse why there's no excuse why he should be coordinator anymore. And as much as I didn't like Todd Haley, I think the wrong coordinator got fired after 2017. It should have been Butler that should have been fired, not Haley.
Yep.
But offense, complete mess. Everyone did awful. Play calling was horrendous. When you do a freaking halfback toss on 4th and 1, especially knowing how bad your O-line is, and how good the Chiefs' front is, you just come off as a cocky, arrogant idiot.
Yep,
is what Matt Canada is. So major changes need to be made with this coaching staff because I've accepted we're not going to fire Tomlin. All right, we're not going to fire him, but you can shape things up by hiring outside the organization and getting a new OC and a new DC, which is what I think we need to do this offseason. But all that being said, the Cleveland Browns, I just think they're in much worse shape than us. You know, they have played so poorly lately, and I know that they had a COVID outbreak a couple weeks ago, but their play calling rivals us as being the worst in the league.
It's up there. I think Matt Nagy's personally worse, but still.
Brownie fans. I know you got screwed on Christmas Day, but here's reality. Why are you calling 3 straight passing plays when you're down by 2 points and you need to run out the clock to beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers? Baker Mayfield cost them that game throwing 4 picks. Like I said, I know the refs screwed him. It should have been defensive holding. I agree. But why are you even throwing 3 straight times to begin with? That's my first question. We have the pass rush to be able to stop Baker Mayfield because when you think about stopping the Browns offense, you don't think about, oh, good God, we got to sack Baker Mayfield 4 times in this game. You think about penetrating that offensive line and plugging up Nick Chubb. That's what you think of with stopping the Browns offense there. But while I certainly don't trust our rush defense, I do trust us being able to bully up the offensive line there. Because Baker, all he does is just lean into the collapsing pocket and take a sack. That's all he does. Which is why I think we can make Baker work. But, so pretty much both these teams are in real bad shape coming in this game. But there's a couple X factors that make me make my decision. This is in all likelihood Big Ben's final home game of his career. And you better believe Heinz Field with the Enzers there waving their terrible towels. It's going to be a packed crowd, full house at Heinz Field. And the fact that 1 year ago, the last time the Browns came to Heinz Field, they whooped us in the wild card game, 48-37, and they eliminated us. And obviously, they beat us in the playoffs. Guess what? The Browns lose this game, they are mathematically eliminated from playoff contention.
Whoa.
So I think the Steelers are going to want revenge on their minds and end the Browns season. So for that matter, I got us winning an incredibly ugly game over the Browns. But hey, at this point, playoff time, I'll take wins however they come. 20-13, giving me my guys to beat the mistakes by the lake.
Time for me to talk about this game. God, this game is going to be brutal to watch. But you know what? I think this is going to be a defensive-heavy game. The Steelers didn't win the last game 15-10. The Browns, their season in disarray. Baker Mayfield cannot throw the ball down the field efficiently. Jarvis Landry is completely inconsistent. He's not a number one receiver. He will never be a number one receiver. He's been proven he can't. You know what's great is that the Steelers, this is their opportunity right now to take this opportunity and win the game. I think that they will win this game. TJ Watt, my bold prediction for TJ Watt is he gets 3.5 sacks.
So you think he gets to 20?
He gets to 20. He'll have 21 after this game. He will have 21 after this game. And I think that he'll be very close. Once against the Baltimore Ravens, he'll be 2 sacks away from breaking the record. And I think TJ Watt is going to have a field day for not having a sack last week. The Browns just do not have an answer for TJ Watt. Last time the Browns and TJ Watt played the Browns, though, I actually got to pull this up. Let me see this. Give me a second, folks. I'm pulling this up. The last time TJ Watt had 1.5 sacks, so I think he gets double that production. He gets at least 3 sacks against this Cleveland Browns decrepit offensive line. And the Steelers will win this game. And Ben's final home game of his career, this will be his last home game ever. I think the Steelers go out and win. And I definitely will be watching Manning Cast. That is for damn sure. But the Steelers will win this game convincingly, 27-13. And they will end the Browns season and put themselves closer to possibly getting a playoff spot, because they would need a lot of help in week 18. But the good thing is a win and a lot of things happening makes things a lot closer, especially the Chargers and Raiders both lose. That's huge for us. Let's go Steelers. Get yourselves this win, and let's continue our push to possibly making the playoffs.
Yeah. Something else about TJ Watt, right? I saw this stat on Monday night. They pulled this up about the fastest, the defensive players that were the fastest to get to 65 plus sacks or 60 plus sacks in their career. Look at this company that TJ Watt was in. Reggie White, his older brother JJ, and Derek Thomas.
Wow.
That's really good company.
That's impressive.
That's really good company, TJ.
Gosh.
That's impressive.
Yeah, TJ's at 60. Yeah, TJ's at 67 right now. He's in great company with those guys.
It's unbelievable to say the least, man. I love every bit of it. Before we go, guys, we got the playoff. I'm going to show you guys the playoff standings and the updates, and I'll also show you the playoff scenarios. So I will also tell you guys all the playoff scenarios that I have. Here we go. Let's go ahead and check out the playoff machine. And this is the current playoff picture. You have Kansas City and Green Bay as the top 2 seeds.
Look who's number 7.
That's right. Your Dolphins are number 7. 6th seed, New England Patriots. 5th seed, New England Colts. 4th seed, Buffalo Bills. 3rd seed, Cincinnati Bengals. And 2nd seed, Tennessee Titans. That's the AFC. Green Bay's 12-3. Cowboys are the 2nd seed. Rams are the 3rd. Buccaneers are the 4th. 5th, the Cardinals. 6th, the Niners. And 7th is the Eagles. The only thing I would love to see, especially for a TTC, concept would be to see the Niners and Cowboys in a playoff game. That would be like the big. That's like the TTC.
Oh my gosh.
Playoff. That would be
great.
amazing. You would see A-Bomb out for that one. That's for sure. You would see A-Bomb. You would
Oh,
see
yeah.
all the big vid makers come out for that one.
Classic
let's-
rivalry too.
Hell yeah, it is a classic.
Oh
rivalry.
yes.
So I'm going to do my picks. So if all my picks happen, this is what it'll look like at the end of the week. So let's go ahead and I'll put in all my predictions in. So let me see here. So Dolphins, if this will work. So that's how it'll look. And the Steelers will be literally one game behind the Dolphins. So who knows what can happen over the next few weeks? What do you guys think is going to happen in the next few weeks? Let us know in the comments below. Let's go ahead and talk about the seedings real quick because there are some playoff implications. I actually have them on my phone. Thanks to Dash, you're sending me these. Green Bay clinches a first-round bye and home field advantage with a Green Bay win and Dallas loss, or Green Bay tie, Dallas loss, Rams loss and Buccaneers loss, or Packers loss, Packers tie, Cowboys loss, Rams loss, and Buccaneers tie. Rams clinch the NFC West title with a Ram and Cardinals loss, or a Rams win and Arizona loss. Eagles clinch a playoff berth with a win, Minnesota loss, and New Orleans loss. Or Philly wins, Minnesota loses or ties, and San Francisco wins or ties. Eagles tie, Minnesota loss, Atlanta loss, New Orleans loss, or Eagles loss, Minnesota loss, Atlanta loss, New Orleans tie, and San Francisco tie. 49ers clinch a playoff berth with a win and New Orleans loss, or a New Orleans loss, Minnesota loss, and Atlanta loss. Cleveland is knocked out of the AFC North contention win, a Cleveland loss or tie, or a Cincinnati win. Colts are knocked out of the AFC South title contention with a loss, Tennessee tie, or a Tennessee win. AFC, Kansas City clinches the first round bye and home field advantage with a Chiefs win and Titans loss, or a Chiefs tie and a Titans loss. Cincinnati clinches the AFC North Division title with a Cincinnati win, Cincinnati tie or Baltimore loss, or a Cleveland tie and Baltimore loss. Tennessee clinches the AFC South Division title with a Tennessee win, or a Tennessee win tie and Indianapolis tie, or a Colts loss.
Ooh.
Let's see here. What else do we got? Arizona is knocked out of the NFC West title contention with a loss and a Rams win. Washington is eliminated from playoff contention with a Washington loss, or a San Francisco win, New Orleans win, and Atlanta win. Minnesota is eliminated from playoff contention with a loss and an Eagles win, a loss and a Falcons win, a loss and Atlanta tie, New Orleans win. New Orleans is eliminated from playoff contention with a loss, 49ers win tie, and Eagles win tie. Is there any other ones? Atlanta is eliminated with a loss, Atlanta tie, Eagles tie, or San Fran tie. Miami is knocked out of the AFC title contention with a Miami loss, a Miami tie, and New England win, a Miami tie or Buffalo tie, or a Buffalo win. And Baltimore is knocked out of the AFC North title contention with a Baltimore loss, or a Cincinnati win. Pittsburgh is knocked out of the AFC North title contention with a Pittsburgh loss, or a Cincinnati win. Cleveland eliminated from playoff contention with a loss. Ravens win, Pittsburgh win, Vegas win, Chargers win, Colts win, Buffalo win, and Tennessee win. Wow, that's a lot. Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Denver's knocked out of the AC West title. I don't even know how the Chiefs, Denver Broncos are still in it. They're eliminated with a loss or tie. Chiefs win or tie. Chargers loss or tie. Denver's eliminated from playoff contention with a loss. Colts win, Buffalo win, and Chargers win. Many other losses. Buffalo's knocked out of the AC title contention with a Buffalo loss. Miami is knocked out of the AC title contention with a Miami loss and New England win. Cleveland's knocked out of the AC North title win contention with a loss. Baltimore win, Pittsburgh tie. And then Colts are knocked out of the AC title South title contention with a loss and Tennessee win. Chargers are will be eliminated out of the AC title West with a loss and a Kansas City win. Seattle, if they lose, they are out of the playoffs. Carolina eliminated if they lose, or many other scenarios. If you want to look up all the rest of the scenarios, look them up online. But with that being said, before we go, guys, I got one more thing to do, and then we'll call it a night. Mm-hmm. So if you guys are aware of, Tuesday was a very sad day in the world of sports.
Mm-hmm.
John Madden passed away. One of the huge members of the football community, pretty much the guy that was one of the best announcers of all time. Like pretty much the Jim Ross of football.
Yeah.
He was the Jim Ross of football, pure and simply. And he had such an impact. It's absolutely incredible having his own name on this video game series that we all now don't like, but used to love because EA ruined it. But still, I think that John Madden, though, is a fantastic coach, even though he coached the Raiders during the 70s, Steelers' biggest rival. Man, that was absolutely crazy. Yeah, it is. John Madden's impact will never be matched, especially in his commercials, and especially like how of a presence he was. So I'm going to go ahead and we got to put in something for Mr. John Madden. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get a moment of silence for Mr. John Madden as we go ahead and do something special for John Madden. Let's have a moment of silence, though, with a 10-bell salute. Rest in peace, John Madden.
Mm-hmm.
Your legacy will always live on in the hearts of
Amen.
football members everywhere. So, guys, that's going to end our show. I decided to end it on that note, feeling that should be the right end of our show.
That was right.
Thank you guys all for watching. Let me just know in the comments below what your picks for Pain Game Pick'ems are, and especially for Week 17. Next week, we will be back for Week 18. I'm just not sure the exact time and day yet, but then we'll be back for playoffs, which I'm very excited for Season 7 playoffs. They'll be very excited. So, guys, any final words before we go?
Tannehill's going down.
That's great words.
That's it.
Yeah.
My buddy D1 Chosen also is room for the Dolphins.
D1 is chosen. That's right.
That's right.
Cowboys going after that number 1 seed, so Green Bay, you better buckle down because I got a bad feeling that bad man will be going down against those Minnesota Vikings. So, hey, by the way, Happy New Year. This is our last show of the calendar year 2021.
That's right.
Yes. I've been kind of crazy. Maybe I've been kind of crazy today because, I had a little Mexican mudslide in this cup here. So, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
But if you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink because we want to see all y'all next year.
Hell
when we
yeah.
get back here for next week's show. So we love you people.
2022.
We love you people. That's why we do this thing for you.
Hell yeah.
Mwah.
Hell yeah. Steel Maiden.
Browns, your season ends Monday night.
Yep.
And we'll see you in 2022.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is LC Muscles 20 here, signing out. See you guys later. Stay awesome. And remember, the Cleveland Clowns. You've had that nickname for so damn long. Even with one fluke season, you'll never outlive that name because this Monday night, you will live up to being clowns once again. Good night, everyone.
Once
Peace.